Good morning, this is just a little heads up. Wanted to share a conversation that I had with a farmer yesterday here in the UK. Now this guy is someone that I just go and get hay from on a regular basis for my animals, and I asked him how it was going on the farming side, because obviously we do quite often hear about it being difficult for farmers here in the UK. Now he said to me that a lot of the crop farmers in the area that he's spoken to are really struggling. We know that there's been issues with crop production in other countries, and that's sort of starting to affect us a little bit here in the UK, but it certainly hasn't hit us fully just yet. But with problems in crop production in the UK, I think we are looking at some serious food shortages at some point this year. I don't know when, but it's going to hit us. He said a lot of the farmers that he knows are really struggling to produce the crops that they normally would. Some of them haven't been able to get started on what they normally would have done by now. And the reason behind that, he said, is that the costs of things have been put up so high that it's pretty much making it impossible for the farmers to continue doing what they normally do. On top of that, we've got a wonderful government offering out grants to encourage farmers to retire. Now this is just common sense. It only takes common sense to think about how bad this is going to get. I don't think any of us can really comprehend how bad it's going to be, but it's going to be pretty awful. In combination with not being able to import the things that we can normally import because of issues with crop production abroad, and then on top of that having problems with our crop production here in the UK, it's going to hit the shelves pretty hard. So my advice to anybody is that if you're not already preparing for this, then start doing so. I'm not telling anybody to go out panic buying. Don't do that, because it's just going to make things really difficult for everybody. But what I would suggest is that when you do your shopping, just pick up some extra bits here and there and start stocking up as and when you can. On top of that, you should be looking at being self-sufficient, or as self-sufficient as you possibly can. So if you can grow your own food, start doing that. Look at ways that you can preserve the foods. You can dehydrate stuff, there's canning, there's all sorts of different ways that you can preserve your food so that you can produce enough, but then when your growing season's over, you've still got plenty to keep you going through. This video is not to make you start being fearful. Being fearful won't help anybody. It's just, you need to keep your head clear and just start looking at the reality of how things are going to be and just prepare for it. And if you prepare for it, your life's going to be a little bit easier than it will be for those that aren't preparing. A lot of us have got a lot of different theories as to why this is happening, but this isn't what this video is about, because this is just for anybody that wants to sort of look at the situation that we're in and do something about it. And you can help yourself by preparing, but whether you do or not is entirely up to you. If you've got any tips on preparing for what's ahead, then feel free to share those in the comments, and let's help each other out.